posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Jono, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping night fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. Do what you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can too.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at the Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders.
On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Gets past one man,
and he returns this to the 22.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Darnold looking to start with a pass.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Ken Walker was his target out of the backfield.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. Now the first carry for their fullback. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
The numbers for Walker last week.
2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback from the University of Illinois.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone to the receiver?
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 80 yards.
And as we discovered and talked with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Now Cook.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Good touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Cook. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
The back deep, Cooper Kupp.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
7-yard line.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Oh, what a move.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Darnold.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
3rd down and 13.
To throw is Darnold. Going up top for Cup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simple to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out with that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Seahawks defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
Yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Faking the give, Darnold. Going up top for Cup. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Darnold now to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Darnold. Walker with a grab, left side. Bulldozes past him. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10 is Charbonnet. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Again, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Will try and do this himself. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and there the scramble for the first.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Running left is Walker. And he's across the track into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Cook. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Kupp now on the return. And just shutting him off there. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
From the gun, it's Walker. Brought down at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 7. And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
Call the gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
18-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Anders Carlson on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raiders heading out to take over.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
And they get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Corn now on 1st and 10.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Cook. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go. Here's Genty. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Right back to Genty on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Once again, it's Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Darnold from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Darnold. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job
Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit to hold them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. We'll tick up. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slope if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Genty. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Cook. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and a yard. Up the middle, it's Genty. And a good run here as as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, it's Genty. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Raiders.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Now they'll audible to something else. A give out of the gun to Genty.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold it. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And Walker once more. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Carson Smith-Njigba, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Now a hit and a loose football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Looking to throw. Cook. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll get this out to Genty.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 29, Cook. He'll find Genty out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Cook. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They run straight ahead with Corum.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the
112 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Second and goal from the 1.
Genty. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Genty.
And he's over the line and in for a
down. Ashton Jeanty with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Raiders 17.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 11 now. Back to throw, Darnold. It's caught here by Adams. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cook. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Cook. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Again, he'll drop to throw. finding Hardman here over the middle.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Cook. A quick throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Cook. Throw outside complete. That's Thornton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
Las Vegas, first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cook.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Seahawks will take. Over here at their own 14-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
The Seahawks take over 1st down.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll give him the Charbonnet on the option.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Darnold. And that'll be caught by Cup. Still fighting. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39.
Gain of 15 yards.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Sheds off the tackle.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he fires one incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Cook. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. Cook.
That's complete. Genty out of the backfield.
On a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Cook. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Brock Bowers taking it in. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
25.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team